Good morning. Good morning. I'm Brianna. For those of you joining on YouTube, feel free to hit the subscribe button so we can get some followers and keep these Zoom classes going. We'll get right into it today. So go ahead and lay on your back. Lay flat on your back in Shavasana, and I'll give you the option. You can take the feet straight out in front of you. You can bring the soles of the feet together in a hip opener, or you can bend the knees. So your choice today. So you can stay just in a normal Shavasana, soles of the feet in Supta Baddha Konasana, or bend the knees and let the knees fall in. And go ahead, take one hand to your heart and one hand to your lower belly, just to get to that connection. Feel free to close your eyes if you want. If closing the eyes isn't comfortable for you, a nice gaze toward the side. So I won't do any breath work today, but I just want to get you to connect with self. So we shift from an external world into a more internal state of being. And you can start slowly breathing in through the nose, gently exhaling through the nose, just slowly waking up the breath. Do about 5 breaths. So with every inhalation, feel the lower hand. Pull the breath to the top of the chest. As you exhale, feel the top hand fall and feel the lower hand fall. And just keep that nice rhythm going. Like the wave of an ocean. Inhale, the wave comes in. And as you exhale, the wave goes out. It's a little image to work on. If you're in a hip opener, take the hands away from the body, grab underneath the knees, and help the knees to center. Go ahead, take Apanasana, hug both knees into the chest. So one hand to each shin, and just roll out the lower back. Just do some little circles on the ceiling with the kneecaps. Go in one direction. And then take the circles the other way. The shoulder blades on the mat. Good. Both knees to center, arms out to the side like a T. We'll just take a gentle twist to the right. So drop the knees over to the right. And see if you can get the knees to stack, hips to stack, and reach a little more through the left hand. So the left shoulder, you can feel it slide down the back. And if you want to deepen the stretch, look over your left hand. One more deep breath in. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale the knees all the way back to center. And then take it over to the left. Drop the knees over to the left. Just getting the knees to stack, hips to stack. And put a lot of energy through that right hand. So really reach through the right hand. Then right shoulder, allow it to slide down. Maybe you're gazing over the right fingertips. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Take a happy baby. Grab the outer edges of the feet and weigh the hips down. If grabbing the outer edges don't work, grab behind the knees. Yeah, maybe rock a little side to side. Keep pressing the tailbone down. Go ahead and grab the outer edges. So other way. And then weigh down the hips. And then join the knees together. Grab the backs of the knees and just do a little rocks head to tail. Once you get enough momentum, we'll come up to a tabletop position. So hands and knees. If you want to pause in a boat pose, yeah, go for it. So come up to tabletop when you're ready. Spread the fingers and then hips right above the knees. All 10 toes are pressing, even the shins, press the shins down. Do a few rounds of cat-cow on your own breath. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. Just connect breath with movement here. Inhale. And exhale, round. Feel free to circle the hips, just get into the spine. Anything that feels good, go ahead and do it. Just let the entire spine be a part of it. And then circle the hips the other way. And at some point, turn the wrists around so the fingers point towards the knees. And then feel free to do some cat-cows. So you get a nice forearm stretch, wrist stretch. If you're not feeling anything, go ahead, shift the hips back so the weight comes more in the fingertips. So you can deepen the stretch in the forearms. Alrighty, spin the hands around if you've spun them the other way. Right foot, step it way back. Follow the foot on the mat to start. Pull the chest forward and then left arm alongside the ear. Like you're shaking someone's hand, turn the fingers toward the face. And then lower belly, hug it in and up. When you're ready, right leg lifted up. So core stability here. Go ahead, bend back leg, catch a hold of the toe of the foot. Roll the left shoulder back. One more breath. Are we breathing? And then inhale, reach the limbs away, and then exhale, set the limbs down at the same time. Inhale for cow stretch, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back for cat. Find a neutral spine, and then other side, left foot, step it back. Reach through the left ball of the foot, so you press the heel back. Breastbone pulls forward, and then right arm alongside the ear. When you're ready, you feel nice and stable. Left leg lifted up. Bend the back leg, catch a hold of the top of the foot, rolling the right shoulder back. See if you can kick the foot into the hand so the knee lifts up a little higher. Yep. And then inhale, reach the limbs away, and exhale, set the limbs down. We'll take one little child's pose. Separate the knees, big toes to touch, sink the hips down toward the heels. Walk the hands as far forward as you can. Come up onto the fingertips and walk the hands over to the right. So reach a little more through the left hand. And maybe gazing under the left tricep. So gaze under the left arm. Inhale, walk all the way back through center and over to the left. Reach a little more through the right hand and look up underneath the right arm. And come all the way back to center. Come up onto the fingertips again. Lift the forearms, firm the outer arms in. So we want to energize the arms as much as we can. And then keeping the action in the arms, set the palms down. And try not to change anything in the hands. Lift the hips up, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, hips up and back. Press the mat away as you move the hips up and back. Everyone put a generous bend in the knees. So we'll stay in down dog. Keep pressing the mat away and see if you can lift the sit bones, lift the hips a little higher toward the ceiling. Yeah, stay in your down dog. Good. So the knees can bend a lot, and then any amount, start to straighten the legs and descend the heels down. And we'll find some stillness here. So shake out the neck side to side. Release any neck tension. So feel the outer arms still wrap in. Hips are moving up and back. And if you can see your heels, spin the heels out a little bit so you no longer can see them. So we get an internal rotation of the thighs. Good. Shift forward into plank pose. And feel free to lower the knees if you need to. Breastbone pull forward, heels press back. So we're going to build some strength here. Go ahead and lift the right leg just an inch off the mat. And exhale, lower it down. Left leg lifted an inch or two off the mat. And lower it down. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Put a generous bend in the knees. We'll take the feet as wide as the mat. So heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. Interlace the hands behind the back. Bend the knees a lot. Roll the shoulders back and then maybe start to straighten the arms toward the ceiling. And again, shake up the neck side to side. Go ahead, straighten the right leg, and then we'll roll the chest open to the right. So the left knee stays bent. Inhale, come on back to center, and then the right knee will bend, left leg straightens, roll open to the left. And then exhale, come on back to center, release the hands, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips, Ardha Uttanasana, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Hands come to the hips, elbows in, bend the knees a little bit as you rise all the way up. Whew, good morning. Step to the front of the mat. We'll do a few sun salutations to warm up. Hope you guys are feeling good. So feel free to keep the feet hips distance the entire class if you have anything going on in the lower back, or bring the big toes to touch, a little bit of space between the heels. Find your Tadasana, so palms out to the side. And find all four corners of the feet. So go ahead, lift the toes, spread them, and then one by one set each little toe down. So that just is a little trick to activate the inner and outer arches of the feet. So you root the feet, and then it's nice and easy, lift the arms. So your body's moving in two directions. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Let the neck go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift the chest. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Root the feet, come all the way to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Two more half sun salutations by the breath. Inhale, root it, and lift the arms. Exhale, fold on down. Uttanasana, inhale, halfway lift, Ardha. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastitihi. Inhale, again, root the feet, arms rise. Exhale, let it go, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Root the feet, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. We'll add on this time. Little moving meditation. Inhale, root the feet, arms rise. Exhale, let it go all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, Ardha. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot, step it way back. So pausing here in a runner's lunge, feel free to come up onto your fingertips. Pull the chest forward, right thigh, firm it straight up. And then we'll go ahead and hover. So lift the chest a little bit, hover the chest off the thigh, and then take the arms alongside the hips. It's good. It's a good detox. We're going to, I'm okay. So hover the hands alongside the hips, keep the hovering, navels in a little bit, stay hovering, lift the arms alongside the ears. Palms face each other. Good. Root the left heel, come all the way up, crescent pose, put a bend in the back knee. Lower belly in a little bit. And then keeping the lower belly in, firm the right thigh, back. And then we'll take the hands behind the back, interlace them, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Maybe lift the gaze if you want to challenge your balance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Stepping back to plank pose. Shift the shoulders over the wrists. We'll take one vinyasa, lower all the way to your belly, keeping the elbows hugging in. Untuck the toes, low cobra, lift just the chest. Exhale, forehead comes to the mat. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, press to plank or all fours. Inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Good, 3 cycles of breath. Steady it out. Good, when you're ready, right leg to the sky, lift it up. Keep the toes down, pointed down so we square off the hips. Exhale, knee to chest, step the foot all the way to the front of the mat. And then we'll pause here in another runner's lunge. And if your foot doesn't make it, just hoist it up. Hoist it up. Go ahead, hover the torso on the top of the right thigh. Arms come alongside the hips. Lift the shoulder heads, palms face each other. Yep. So we squeeze the upper arms together. Inhale, arms alongside the ears. And then nice and slowly come all the way up, crescent pose, bend the back knee. So the knee is right over the ankle. Lower belly's in, any amount, start to firm the back thigh. Nice. Interlace the hands behind the back. Other thumb on top. You can remember, funky way. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. Start to lift the chest, maybe lift the gaze. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha. Exhale, Uttanasana fold. Root the feet all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, root the feet, arm circle. Exhale, fold on down, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot, step it way back. Come up to crescent pose again, inhale. When you're ready, bend the back knee a lot so you're on the ball of the back toes. And if you fall out, just fall back in. For stability, root the right heel down. That really helps with balance. If you drive the right heel down. Go ahead, bring the hands to the heart. Lean forward. Then nice and slowly start to twist the torso to the right. Maybe the left elbow can hook to the outside of the right knee. Inhale. Come back to center, hands come down to the mat, twist it open, left hand down, right up. Exhale, hand comes down to the mat, stepping back, plank pose. Feel free to take a vinyasa, child's pose, or straight to down dog. All the way to your belly, inhale. And then through your back bend of choice, maybe you take an up dog, straightening the arms, lifting the thighs. And exhale, down dog. Steady out the breath. Just remember, this is your practice. So you can do what I say. You can totally skip. Don't worry, we'll have a really nice cool down. When you're ready, left leg to the sky, lift it up. Keep the toes down, hips square. Exhale, knee to chest, step the foot all the way to the front of the mat. And when you're ready, come up to a crescent pose again. Drive the left heel down, arms up. Nice. Hands to heart. Nice and slowly leaning forward. We'll hover and then slowly start to twist to the left. Maybe the right elbow can hook to the outside of the left leg. Don't forget about that right foot. Sharpen the right thigh straight up. Yep, nice, Johnny. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Twist it out, right palm down, left arm up. Exhale, breathe everyone, palm down, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root the feet, come all the way up. Hands to your heart. Nice. To some standing poses, step the feet wide apart. So yeah, you guys can face whatever direction you want to, actually. I know the sun likes to follow me. The sun likes to follow me. So take a wide stance, toes parallel. And a good way to indicate is if the wrists are right above the ankles. If that's not the case, make the stance a little wider if you can. Hands to hips. And then we'll revolve the right leg out to the side. So spin the right foot out. Angle the back toes in. So we're heel to arch alignment. Go ahead and bend the front knee. So the knee's right over the ankle, not overshooting it. If it's overshooting the ankle, walk the foot up just a little more. Arms out to the side, warrior two, gaze over the right fingertips. And breathe here. So see if we can get the thigh bone, that right thigh bone parallel to the mat. So driving the right heel down, so that's our anchor. Right hip, wrap it under. So we fire up the right glute muscle, and the back thigh likes to go a little weak. Sharpen the back thigh. Yeah, straight back. Relax the shoulders, soften the jaw. Bend an inch deeper. Slowly reverse the warrior. Top hand up, back hand down the back thigh. We'll take the right hand behind the head and maybe climb the hand down towards the shoulder blades. Inhale, right arm up. Come on back, warrior two. We'll stay low in the front knee. Modified side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm all the way up. Turn the palm, lengthen it over the ear. Modified side angle. So keep the right hip wrapping under, left rib cage, spin it back. Nice, Sherry. Yeah, if you want to get into the core, left or right arm, take it forward. You don't have to do that variation though, just keep twisting the chest. And then right hand down, left arm up. Inhale, root into the feet, come all the way up to stand. Straighten out the front leg, And then shorten the stance if you need to. Triangle pose, reach forward, hand comes to a shin, left arm up. So right foot still forward, yeah, you got it. Then put a little micro bend in the front knee and see if you can wrap the right hip under. I want the left ribs to spin back again. Take a half bind, yeah, nice. Spin the thumb back, wrap the hand around the back. Maybe you can catch a hold of the right inner thigh, rolling the left shoulder. And breathing, are we breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, feel the lungs. Exhale. Release the hand all the way to the sky. Look down, root the feet. Inhale all the way up. Hands to hips, parallel the feet. Arms behind the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the neck down. Shift a little more weight into the balls of the feet. So we get the hips right above the ankles. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here to find some buoyancy. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands down, right underneath the shoulders. We'll take the right palm underneath the face. Left hand will come to the sacrum. So notice how the sacrum's nice and level. Start to twist the torso over to the left. I'm like, which way are we going? And so if you notice that hand on the sacrum, if the hips are moving around, hug the right hip back. And then maybe the hand stays on the hip. If you want to take the left arm all the way up, lift it up to the sky. And breathe. Exhale, hand comes back down. Left palm underneath the face. Right hand comes to the lower back. Feel it nice and level. Start to twist the chest to the right. And if the hips are moving along for the ride, left hip, hug it back a little bit. And maybe hand stays on the hip, maybe right arm to sky. And exhale, lower the hands. Hands to hips, elbows in with a long spine, rise all the way up to stand. Whoo! Nice, other side, left toes, spin them out. Angle the back toes in, find your warrior two. Bend the knee, arms out to the side. Gazing right over the left fingertips. So that kneecap, we want it to point directly forward. If it's kind of buckling in a little bit, wrap the left hip under. Stay low in the front knee. Slowly reverse the warrior. Top hand up, back hand down the back thigh. Bend the elbow. Maybe the hand comes towards the shoulder blades. So go ahead, everybody, bend the elbow. Take the hand to the back. Inhale, arm up. Come on, warrior two. Stay low in the front knee, side angle pose, left forearm to thigh, right arm up, turn the hand, lengthen it over the ear. And breathing. So we want a nice line of energy from the back foot to the hip all the way out through the top hand. Yep, and if you want to get into the core, add the bottom arm, reach it towards the front of the room. Staying twisted in the chest. I know how hard this is. Good. Hand down. Left or right arm up. Root the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands to hips. And then maybe shorten your stance a little bit. Arms out to the side, triangle pose. Reach forward, hand comes to the shin, right arm up. So it's easy to collapse the left side waist in this pose. Can we lengthen the left side waist? Spinning the torso back. Then go ahead, take a half bind, spin the thumb back, take the hand behind the back, or maybe you can catch hold of the inner thigh of the left leg. Little micro bend in the front knee, just to protect the knee. Roll the right shoulder back, maybe look up if it's all right in your neck. Inhale, arms straight up. And then look down, root the feet, inhale all the way up. Hands to the hips, parallel the feet, and heel toe the feet together. And jump to the front of the mat. Skip, jump, whatever you want, frolic. We'll find chair pose. Feet can be hips distance or together. Your choice, whatever feels good in your body. Sit down, lift the arms. Weight comes in the heels, shift the shins back. Lower belly's in just a little bit. Chest is lifting. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift it up. Hands back, lean back. Exhale, find chair pose. Separate the hands, find your chair, sit down. Weights in the heels, toes are parallel. Nice. Inhale, lift it up. Touch the palms, lean back. Exhale, down, one more time. Add forward fold, exhale, let it go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back, plank pose. Slowly and mindfully move through a vinyasa or straight to down dog. All the way down to your belly. Inhale through cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. Step the right foot to the right thumb, all the way up. And then we'll come up to another crescent pose. Inhale, lift it up. The crescent day, yep. Cactus arms, elbows out to the side, lift the chest. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart. We'll pop the back foot in about a foot, line up heel to heel. So we square the hips to the front of the room. So heel to heel, square the hips, arms out to the side. Spin the thumbs down, take the hands behind the back. You can either press the knuckles together, hold elbows, or if it's available to you, you can do reverse prayer. I personally like knuckles. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold down halfway and pause. Keep a nice long spine. Right hip, pull it back just a little bit. So we level out the sacrum again. You can even take your hand to the lower back. And then nice long spine, folding down, coming to your edge. And we'll pause here. Little micro bend in the front knee if you need it. It can be a little micro bend. The leg can be as straight as you can get it. And if you want to not work the shoulders, maybe hands come down to the mat and you just work the hamstring. And we're breathing. 3 more breaths. Just notice if you have a tendency to come out of the poses. See if you can just stay with it for another breath and then come out. Inhale with a long spine, rise all the way up. Arms out to the side, heels of the hands press, and then exhale, lower hands. Hands to hips, step forward. Chair pose just for a breath. Utkatasana. I know this is intense. Take it one breath at a time. Exhale, fold on down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, stepping back, plank pose. Move through a vinyasa. Last vinyasa if you want to take it nice and slow, or go ahead, skip it. Down dog. And when you get to down dog, left foot, step it to the front of the mat and find your crescent pose. So on the ball of the back toes, come on up when you're ready. Taking your time, get your foundation, drop left heel down, arms up. And the cactus arms, take the elbows out to the sides. Lift the chest, arch the back, offer the heart. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart. And hands to hips, step the foot all the way up. Or about, not all the way up, about a foot. What am I talking about? Line up your heels. Yeah, it's the sun. Everybody is in the shade, that's nice. And then square the hips, arms out to the side. Spin the thumbs down and take the hands behind the back, choosing a modification, knuckles, elbow, or reverse prayer. Roll the shoulders back. So we want to square that so the left hip's back a little bit. And then, or hip rather, and then forward fold. Pausing halfway. Left hip, pin it back, and then exhale. Turn your back toe in a little, turn your back toes in so the angle's in. So the hips can move. Yep. And then folding down, coming to your edge. And breathing here. It's a deep hamstring stretch. If you want to just not work, or just work the hamstrings, let go of the hands and take the hands down to the mat. And then slowly rise all the way up. Hands to hips, bend the front knee, step the foot all the way to the front of the mat. Chair pose one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step back, plank pose. Lower the knees down, separate feet, or separate the knees, child's pose. Hips all the way down toward the heels. You can take the arms out in front of you or next to the ankles. Just letting the crown of the head hang down, finding that little pressure point right in between the brows. Just letting that soften. Letting go of any judgments, any mental blocks. So in our daily life, we sometimes get pulled in so many directions. A lot of stresses come our way. So these are great tools to help us deal with life. So whatever comes our way, we can deal with them a little bit better. Little bit better. There's always room for improvement. When ready, walk the hands forward and then come up onto our shins. Come up onto the shins, bring the hands to the hips, curl the toes under. So we'll do a few Ustrasana camel poses. Feet are about hips distance, knees are hips distance, toes are curled under. So what tends to happen is we lean back, we sacrifice the chest, and we crunch the lower back. So we want to try to lengthen the lower back. Lower belly drawing in, and then lifting the chest. So back ribs lift, chest lifts. And we want to push the hips forward simultaneously. So it's a little hips moving forward, back ribs lift, chest lift. We slowly start to coil. Maybe you stay here with the hands on the hips. You can reach your heels take your hands to your heels. If you can't reach your heels, no problem. Keep the hands on the hips. Roll the shoulders back, maybe gaze toward the ceiling. If it's all right in your neck, drop that back. Keep pushing the hips forward. If your head is dropped back, lift chin, and then in one unit, come all the way up to stand. And then sit down on your heels. Or untuck the toes, yeah. And sit on down. We'll do it again. If we have it in you. Go ahead, come up onto your heels. When you're ready, curl the toes under. And hands on the hips, draw the tailbone down, press the hips forward, then start to coil. Lift the back ribs, lift the chest. Back ribs, chest. And then you did it last time, take your hands to the heels. If not, keep the hands on the lower back. If it's all in your neck, drop it back. Okay. And then slowly look up. If you've dropped your head, come up in one unit and sit down on your heels. We'll take a twist. Left hand to right arm, make it behind the back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. And come all the way back to center, side. Right arm to the left knee, left arm behind the back, and twist, nice and slowly. And exhale, come on back to center. Swing this around and take the legs wide apart. Yeah, you may want to turn to a side, flex the toes. Take the hand behind the back and lift the chest. So we want the sit bones to root down. Chest is lifting. You may stay here and just work this. So work chest up if you want. Walk the hands forward and then start to forward fold. Just come to your edge. And you can make this passive. So you can just let the toes go, maybe spin the palms to the ceiling. We'll just yin out for the rest of class. And relax the crown of the head down. And breathe. Sometimes when we do a lot of movement, that creates a lot of movement in the mind. So when we slow down, hopefully the mind can slow down with the body. Nice long inhales. Nice full, complete exhales. Maybe rock a little side to side. And then take the arms forward. We'll walk over to the right. So maybe the right hand stays to the calf. Maybe you can grab a hold of the right foot. Left hand, use it to spin rib cage. Left arm up. Take the left arm behind the back of the head. Draw the elbow back. So really deep stretch in the lower back. Yeah, and if you're really bendy, like stir over there, maybe the left hand can come to the foot. But just go, your spaghetti string bean. Yeah, maybe the left hand comes to the foot. If not, don't sacrifice the pose. Just ease it. Ease into, allow the body to do the work. Don't force anything. And then slowly let that go. Walk all the way back to center and over to the left. Either left hand's on the inside of the shin or maybe catch a hold of the foot. Right hand spins the rib cage right on sky. Take it behind the back of the head. Lean the right elbow back. And we're breathing. Maybe you can reach the left foot. Keep twisting the chest. And inhale, come all the way up to sitting. Grab underneath the knees. Help the knees all the way up, and we'll bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. So thumb come to the inside of the feet, lift the chest, and exhale, fold down. Maybe elbows come to the knees, press the knees down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, do a little right shoulder dip. Inhale, come back to center, left shoulder dip. Just nice and easy. Inhale, center, left shoulder down. Inhale and exhale. One more time on each side. And then other side. Come on back to center, and with a long spine, lift it up. Grab underneath the knees, help the knees up. Straighten out both feet. Janu Shirshasana, left or right knee will bend. So the leg out to the side, sole of the foot comes on the left inner thigh. Flex the toes, inhale, arms up. Twisting towards the leg, folding down, maybe grabbing your calf, ankle, or outer edge of the foot. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And breathing. I know. That's why prop's so yummy. Stick a block under there. No? 3 more deep yogic breaths. Yogic breaths are really long and luxurious, so make it last. And slowly come all the way up. Help the knee back center and straighten out both legs. Shake it up. Other side, left leg in. And take the leg out to the side. Flex the right toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist and fold. Grabbing something. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, nice long spine as you fold down. Ways. 3 more breaths. And then slowly lift your way up. Grab under the left knee and help the knee up to center. And straighten out both legs. Give the legs a little shake. I'll give you the option for the hip opener today. So we can either do thread the needle in the knees, taking the right ankle over the knee. If you're really open in this is a little more deep. If you want to just lay on down and thread the needle, I'll give you that option too. So whatever posture you're choosing. Either lay on down and thread the needle or stay seated, crossing right ankle over the left knee, flexing the right toes. Inhale the knees to the chest, and then go ahead and thread the right arm through and grab the back of the left thigh. You stay exactly where you're at. You can take both hands behind the back, Johnny. And for you, string bean, lift the hips and the bum toward the heel. And then walk the hands in, lift the chest. Keep flexing the foot. Keep the bum down. Is the bum lifting up? No? Okay, good. And everybody, and thread the needle on the back. See if you press the tailbone down a little more. Good, and slowly let that go. Uncross the legs. Notice one side's a little different. And then go ahead, do the other side. Left ankle, cross it over the right knee. Lift the knees into the chest and thread the right arm through. Grab the back. The left arm through, grab the back of the right thigh. Flex the left toes. And breathing, sending breath to the left hip. And then slowly let that go. And everyone go ahead and lay on their backs. Uncross legs. Bring the feet as wide as the mat and windshield wiper the knee to the right. And if you want to deepen this, maybe take the right ankle over the left knee and weigh down the left leg. Slowly uncross the legs, and then other side. Wiper the legs to the left. Maybe stay here if you'd like. Take the left ankle over the right knee and weigh down. Slowly let that go. Bring the knees back to center, both knees into the chest, and find a final happy baby. Grab the ouches of the feet or behind the knees. And if you need anything else before Shavasana, go ahead, do whatever you need. If not, make your way into Shavasana. Straighten out the legs. For those of you inverting in your shoulder stand, make sure you counter that with a fish pose. And go ahead and get as comfortable as you can. Straighten out the legs. Take up some space. Let the arms rest open to the sides. Palms spin to the sky. Feel free to lay down in Shavasana. If you want to sit Shavasana, you can sit on up as well. Just letting the bones get heavy. Bless you. Just letting gravity do the work. If you're seated, close the eyes. Let the palms face down or up, your choice. Just letting go of any controlled breathing. Just fully releasing. relaxing and letting go. Just notice the sounds you're hearing. Notice the tastes in your mouth, around your lips. What are you seeing behind the eyelids? Just all the little senses. And regardless of what's going on around us, see if we can just get that one-pointed focus, trying not to be rocked. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you're laying on your back and you're ready to come out, slowly bring some movement back into the body. Turn the head one way, turn the head the other way. Just slowly wing back up. If you're seated, stay seated. If you're laying down, make your way up to a seated position. And go ahead and close the eyes if you're comfortable. And we'll just do some gentle neck circles. So half circles with the neck. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder. Little circles, chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder. And then come on back to center, lift the chin so it's parallel to the floor. And again, take one hand to heart, one hand to lower belly. Just feel that connection with self. Exhale, release the hands. Sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Gather up all the energy right between the palms. Exhale, hands, heart. And lower the mind toward the fingertips. And just take this moment to congratulate yourself for making it to your mat today, practicing a little bit of self-care. And as always, honor yourself and honor each other. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Great work, everyone. Great work. I know it was hard. It was very challenging, but that's what we're here for. Andrew, nice to see you. Kristen says hello.
Yes, thank you. I'm the only one.
And then,
okay.
Yeah, what do I need to say, Mama? urbanyoga.org. Donate, please. Check out our YouTube videos. They're up, to support us. We're always looking for more people to pass the journey, pass this healing practice along. So come join us. Tomorrow morning, 9:45 in the park, Sunday morning. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye, Andrew.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Okay. It was very good, as always with you, Prayana. Okay. See you. Bye-bye.